going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of SOP. I am your host, Enzo the God. Thank you guys for tuning in again. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are asking questions, especially if you're a regular. What is going on with us? Why haven't we been posting every Saturday like we normally do? Well, there's a couple reasons for that. Let me just start off by saying the car, if you haven't already seen in the last couple videos, is at the paint shop. By the car, I mean the Mach 1. That one's at the paint shop right now, still getting some work done. The motor on the Mach 1 is at the shop, which is now officially done. I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys some content on that as well in the near future. Johnny's car, the Supra, is currently down because the transmission, he sold it. So he's upgrading the transmission to give us more of the Supra. When I say more of the Supra, I mean he's gonna use the transmission and the engine to its full potential, because we all know the last transmission wasn't gonna hold it. You know, it was gonna go poof, and we didn't want that. Now that we broke all that down, let's just get to the stuff that you guys are here to see, which is the carbon fiber hydro dipped parts. Now I have them set up out here in the front. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys those. I'm gonna break them down. I'm gonna give you guys my likes, my don't likes. I'm gonna go ahead and rate it. And since it's my first experience with hydro dipping, I figured why not show you guys, give you guys the details for those of you guys that really want to go ahead and do this process later on down in the future, because we all know carbon fiber parts that are real ones can get really expensive for the littlest thing, which for me, if it's cosmetic and it really doesn't have any purpose, it's ridiculous. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you guys these parts. Alright guys, I went ahead and moved the parts from the sun to the shade only for one reason, because it is extremely hot and I'm not trying to bake. So let me go ahead and grab each individual part and I'm going to go ahead and break it down for you step by step. Alright, so the part that I'm holding here is the light bezel for the front bumper, for the Cobra bumper, and its placement is like this. This is literally how it's supposed to be sitting. Now if you can see, it looks amazing, and when you get a little bit closer into here, you start to notice that it kind of disappears. Well, there's a reason for that. The reason why it looks like that for the most part. We'll try to get as deep as I can in there. You see how it kind of like disappears? Well, the reason why it's like that is because when you put these through the film, which they go down like that, the film can only stretch so much. So in this case, like these, it stretched as far as it could, but the people who did this for me did an amazing job, because you see the back right there, it kind of just looks black. Well, when you're looking at it from a distance and it's going to be like on the lower end of the car like so, no one's really going to pay attention to the inside. They're just going to look on the exterior portion, which looks pretty good. Now this one here, that's the only flaws on it, but there is no actual flaw as for the material that they used or anything like that, which is pretty awesome. I'll go ahead and show you the other one just so you can see. Boom, looks the same. This one got a little bit more deeper in there, but for the most part came out really sick. And you see that little shininess? Yeah boy, the thing looks sick. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys now the Cobra side mirrors. Now this is the one that you're gonna see a big difference. When I say big difference, I mean look at how awesome it looks. Looks really good. I really love that dark color that they put on it to make it just kind of look like it's there, but it's not there. Looks really sick. The other one has a, I don't know if you want to call it a blemish. I don't know what to call it, an imperfection. Let's just go like that. But I'll show you guys that one right now. As of right now, this one has an amazing and dope look. Everywhere you're going to be putting your eyes on, you're going to be able to see the carbon, and it's going to look sick. Obviously the mirror is going to sit right here, so there's no real issues on this one. This one just looks amazing. I think the side view mirrors are my well, what do you call these, side view mirror holders? I'm not 100% sure the bracket, but yeah, this is probably my favorite part. Now the other one, the one that I was trying to explain to you guys, I'm going to show you. Okay, notice how here you see the carbon fiber print, the detail, and then right here, you notice, boom, right there. You notice how it looks a little funny there? Well, that imperfection there, I'm not a big, like, I'm not gonna complain about it. The only reason why is because it's not a big deal, because the actual side mirror is gonna sit in there and it's gonna cover it, and then it doesn't matter. Everything else is gonna look good. Now, the one thing that I do wanna point out, that I am gonna bring the other one and point it next to each other right now, put it next to each other, sorry, is look at the detail. I'm not sure if you can tell, but they're pretty much facing the same way. So when you put them on, it'll look like this. It'll have the same pattern. It won't have a different pattern. It'll all look the same, which is awesome. They did that for me. Woo. That one looked nice. It was a little Corvette skis, but they have the same pattern. It flows the same, so it doesn't matter what side you're on, it's gonna look dope. Because I know in some places they have different patterns and they go all over the place, and the people that did this for me did an amazing job, and I love it. So let me show you guys the biggest piece that was hydro dipped. Obviously the cow bowl. It's gonna be a little difficult for me to hold this here, but okay. Now I really want to go ahead and give them a huge shout out for this one, because not only this one, but the little bezels over here, they were cracked, and this cow bowl had a lot of cracks, and they fixed them for me. They went ahead and did that for me, which is pretty awesome. I didn't ask them to. I originally went in there and told them, hey, it has imperfections, don't stress it, just let me know how it comes out, and they fixed it for me, which was amazing. That's another plus for them, because it just made me love their customer service, the care for the person. So that was pretty awesome. As you guys can see, man, this thing looks amazing. Look at that when the sun hits it, boy. All right, so there are a couple things that I wanted to show you guys. Like I said, the material can only stretch so far. So if you notice in there, there's no carbon fiber print, right? But if you look a little higher, it's right there. Like I said, guys, there's a reason for that, and it's because the material can only stretch so far. The one thing that I really wanted to say is that when you get anything hydro dipped, you'll notice, you see how the pattern, the lines are pretty straight? They're pretty straight. I have no complaints on that. There's places where you go hydro dipping, and like the lines that are right there will look all like wavy, and it just doesn't have that straight look. And I'm happy that these guys really put attention to detail on that, because I've seen some pictures of some people's like carbon fiber hydro dipping, and like, let's just say you see this little line right here, it'll go from here and then it'll go like all waved down and it'll end up here, and it just looks horrible. So I'm very happy with the way that they did this, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for this being my first carbon fiber hydro dipping experience, it was amazing. I just want to go ahead and give them a huge shout out. I'll put their Instagram right there. They did an amazing job, and I literally have no complaints. If you guys are thinking like, would he do it again? I'd most definitely do it again. Now keep in mind, when it's key features like the hood, the bumpers, the doors and things like that, those I would more than likely get real carbon fiber, because why? That's weight reduction. And I'm not gonna track the car or anything like that. It's just gonna be, I guess you could say, a weekend car or a daily for a while. But as of right now, guys, I'm happy. I'm very happy with the products. I was getting a lot of hate when I originally posted them on Instagram, DMs and stuff like that. People were saying, oh, why don't you get real carbon fiber and this and that. I can't stress this enough. These parts are not vital parts for weight reduction. So with that being said, if I was to rate these parts, I'd give them a 9 out of 10, obviously because of some imperfections, but that's just to be real with you guys, that there is imperfections on these. If I were to give it a solid 10 and then you go do it and then you're like, wait, he said it was a solid 10 and there's imperfections, I don't want to be a liar either. But it's a 9 out of 10. The parts came out amazing. They fixed my parts, which honestly, if you go on my Instagram and you see the picture of the bezels, like, you'll notice that like this one was cracked, and they did such a good job repairing it that even when I got there and I asked them which one they repaired, they weren't even sure which one they did repair, which was awesome. So if you go to my Instagram, you can go ahead and check that out. I'll repost the picture again, more than likely in a couple hours, and so you can see the comparison comparison between the broken one and the new one. Also too, I don't think I have pictures of the cowl with the cracks, but it was cracked here and like other little spots, and they did an amazing job fixing it for me. So guys, with that being said, again, I'm happy with the parts, happy with the outcome, and I spent like $385, and I figured that was a steal for the parts that I sent out, because I know for a fact I can get these for like $400 in real carbon, and like they don't even make those in real carbon because that's from the 99 Cobra bumper or the 01 bumper. I'm sorry if I get the years wrong, but yeah, and then this one here, you can get it in real carbon as well. I think this was probably the most expensive part, but to be honest with you, I'm happy I paid for it because I wanted the original OEM look. And when I say OEM look, ooh, look at that spider, I mean I wanted these vents, I wanted them to be functional, and the real carbon fiber one is just straight flat like this here, and the water sits there, and I just didn't want that. So I'm happy with the parts, I'm happy the way they came out. And if you guys want any work done, like I said, here's the Instagram again, hit them up. They did an amazing job. I recommend them for any part out there. And yeah guys, I'll see you guys on the next one, and hopefully on the next one it'll be me picking up the Mach 1 from the paint shop. And with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, see you guys on the next one.